get busy.
Yes, she can.
Your live mics get busy.
Yes, she can.
Your sound booth get busy.
Yes, she can.
We'll turn it up a notch and let's make it hot. Your 55 get busy.
Yes, she can.
Your live mics get busy.
What it do, y'all? You got your boy Live Mics is in the building. Another showcase Saturdays at Ben Smoking Barbecue. You guys already know. All right, it's the 4 o'clock interview, and I got my man, the host, the one and only of the host, the Do Work, the world famous Do Work podcast.
You know
what it do? My man Science is
What's
in
good?
the building. What's up, baby?
Good,
How you
good.
doing, man? How you
Chilling,
feeling? How you
chilling,
feeling, man?
Hey, I'm good. I just jumped off from the Big Dub and the Rockman video shoot
Okay.
for Roll With Me, which was fire. They're doing that in Babylon right now. It was
Right.
crazy. Old Schools was pulled out.
Wow.
Like I said, we were talking about on the live. You know, the Old Schools is outside right now.
Okay.
It's a nice day, so everybody out here flexing.
That's what's up.
But yeah,
man.
we just came from there and then jumped straight over here. You know what I mean? We now live at Ben Smoking, so you know what it is.
That's what's up, man.
Look
Hey,
at another one. Look at another one. Look at that
So-
cream. He got that cream on him.
man, there's so many joints out here, man. You might get some ideas for your own joint. You know what I mean?
Right,
Like
yeah.
so. Yeah, it's definitely popping out here in Fresno today, man.
Totally.
You know, the weather's nice, and so you can't ask for much more, man. But yeah, man. How you been doing, man? How's everything been going?
I'm fucking great, bro.
You look like
today
you're
I woke
feeling
up-
good.
I woke up
The
in a good
vibes.
ass mood today.
That's what's
you know
up.
What I mean, the weather's nice, so you know what I mean, that's always a good plus.
Yeah, man.
But yeah, that was just a move. Last night we had a great time. Like I said, we got the new stickers. You guys
Right.
check this out. We got the Fresno.
Yeah,
hot
let them know
spots.
about the podcast and the whole.
Yeah, we got the
got
new-
some- got
the
some
new
merch.
GWF
Got some merch
stickers
for 'em.
for you guys. So check that out. Hit us up for that one.
That's
We
what's
got
up.
the stickers. If you know, you know. And then we also
Let's
have the
go.
Fresno
Where's
hot
my
spot stickers.
sticker? I got my sticker right
Yeah,
here.
you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then we got the Fresno
Let me
hot
hit
spots
'em
with
with
the QR code on the bottom, so you guys
Yeah.
can go to the website. And if you guys have any donations, what we do is we
Right.
hand out free clothing, housing supplies, and everything to families in need, underprivileged, and unhoused. So if you guys got anything you guys want to donate, let us know. And we hand it out free every month.
That's awesome.
The last 3 months we've been at BBO's. Shout out to BBO's.
That's awesome.
But this month we'll be at Thrift Demon.
Okay. Shout
Yeah.
out Thrift Demon, and shout out to you, man, for you guys helping out the community in that way,
Appreciate
man.
that, yeah.
That's really big, man.
We use our platform for that space. Like we've gotten a lot
Right.
of attention and eyes coming onto the world famous, so
Right.
we were turning it right back around and saying, "Look, check out this. We have a situation. I'm sure you guys do in every city,
Right.
Where you know the unhoused or families in need are always going to need something, and the city isn't going to jump in right away.
Okay.
So it takes people like us to jump in and say, "Hey, we gonna get
You know what? It starts
And
at the
let's get it,
bottom,
bro.
man. Yeah, no, it starts with the people that are here in the streets every day that see these people struggling. You see the families struggling. And a lot of us like to say, hey, I'll pray for you. And it's like, no, you can do more than that. You know,
Yeah,
you can do something. Have a fundraiser. You know what I mean? Let's wash some cars. Let's get out here and we can affect people's lives right now, today, right?
Totally, yeah, and that's what we try to do. So if you guys follow the hot spot when you see the stickers around town, go ahead and
Shout out
scan
to the hot
QR
spot.
code.
Follow the hot spot.
Or just check out Fresno's_hotspot on IG, and you can check out all the information where
Okay.
we'll be at. Yeah.
Cool. That's what's up, man. So, just want to ask you a couple of questions, to see what's going on with the whole podcast thing, man. Talk about the podcast and, how many seasons back and how many more are coming forward.
Man, we're in season 3 now, so we just shot with Seer, High Up Seer. Shout out to my
Okay,
man
shout out Seer.
from the crew. But the new episodes that are coming out, we got Wormavin, we got Jerkman.
Ooh,
we
shout
got
out Wormavin,
Cool Vibe and
shout out
Keith.
Jerkman.
We got my birthday episode. We
Let's
got
go.
Lynn Herod, who's a publisher from the city.
Okay.
A published writer, my bad.
Right.
A writer. And then we got the highlight reel of the skate when we went to United Skate. And I was
The
outside
United
there- I was
Skate,
out there
let's
getting
go.
Getting my little TI on. You know what I
Okay,
mean?
that's
Yeah.
what's up. That's what's up.
And then right after that, so I said High Up Seer. So all these episodes are dropping. We just dropped Morgan from the Scientifixx company, and we dropped
Man,
Kugetsu
that's-
Do, which is the oldest running company in Fresno. They've been around for 100
What's the name of the company again?
Kugetsu Do.
Wow.
It's right next door to Ho Ho Cafe.
Okay.
And they've been in Fresno for 100 years. They've been here
Wow.
since 1918.
Okay.
And then they moved to the location that they're at now.
That's history, man.
2 years later, so in 1920. So they just celebrated their 104th year. in business.
I know we were watching that one from the Central Fish one.
Yeah, Morgan.
And they were taking you through the whole backdrop and the whole
underground cities. I don't know if you guys
Oh
know
my
this, but
gosh,
there's
unbelievable.
underground tunnels that ran through city of Fresno in the Chinatown area. They cut off half of it
Right.
due to the stadium being built.
Okay.
But they have certain areas where you can still go underground.
still go
and
underground.
Come up on another company,
Right.
like down the block or whatever.
People
And,
didn't even
shout
know
out to
Fresno
Morgan.
had that.
And they're gonna open it up, so you guys check that out. They're gonna open it
Wow.
up as a tour this summer. But Morgan gave us the rundown real quick, the sneak preview, if you will. And it shit was amazing, bro. We walked for a good, like, fucking 15 minutes.
Wow.
Just going underneath the city. We hopped up on another, like, whoa, where we at? Oh, yeah. Where we at? And then like, we hopped out and came around. So you guys
That's
check that
amazing.
episode out. You know, I mean, we got a good glimpse of what underground Fresno looks like, but also downtown and Chinatown looks like. If you guys don't got the opportunity to see it like that, you guys got to visit it more often.
We were sitting down watching that the other day,
Yeah, we were.
and I was blown away
Yeah.
by the tunnels,
Mm-hmm.
like you said, the underground tunnels that go into places where you had Chinese gambling, you had
There was
the Chinese underground
Yeah.
lifestyle, the women,
And you look at it like,
the
oh,
money.
damn, they used to probably move the money from here to there,
Right.
without anybody even knowing. They went them on the street. They was like, yo, we gonna move this right here.
That's amazing history.
so many
man.
intricate little like details to underground Fresno.
Probably had you had
So-
the Chinese mafia, probably.
Oh, definitely,
like,
definitely, yeah. That
Wow.
was a huge part of what was going on there.
That's amazing, man.
But also, it was the great part to have him, like, you know, hey guys, like, you guys want to see something? Because in the
Right.
middle of the interview, he was like, "Hey, you want to see some shit?"
Yeah, so it just added
And I was
to
like,
the
yeah,
it just
yeah,
added
totally.
to
He was
the
like,
to
"All
the
right,
episode.
At the end of this, we're gonna take
Nice.
a tour real quick, and I was like, "Oh,
So-
shit,
So, which season are you in right now?
oh, we just started season 3.
You're on season 3,
Season 3 of the world famous. So season 1 was all audio,
right?
and then the last 2 episodes we went visual, and then all season 2 was visual.
Wow.
All available on YouTube and
Right,
Spotify
right.
and Apple Podcasts, wherever you find your podcast, it is there. Just look up TWFDWP. But yeah, so we're in season 3 now. So we started off with Art from Full Circle, which is our sponsor. Shout out to
Right.
Art and Full Circle Brewery by themselves.
Yeah, shout out Art,
As
Full
a whole.
Circle Brewery for sure.
And then we had Marceau. Shout out to Marceau.
Right.
We had Marty from BBOs.
Okay.
And then, like I said, we had Morgan from Central Fish Company. And then we had Kugetsudos. And then we got Wormavin. And we got
Worm.
Jarkman. We got Cool Vibe and Keith. We got my birthday
And so-
episode. We got
And that's all. This is all the third season. That's gonna be the third season.
Yeah. So we shoot every Sunday or Monday, depending on
Sounds
that.
like you busy, man.
We booked every week, every month, like
That's
every
amazing,
week we shoot
man.
a new episode. So
Hey.
if you guys get the opportunity to check it out,
Scientific. Give it up for Scientific.
you know, bam, bam, bam.
Man, Scientific.
But yeah, you know,
the world
was
famous.
Just, it was just taking it into a consideration, like, yo, we really do this. Like, podcasting
Right.
really became a thing.
Yeah.
And the first season was just more like, oh, okay, what are we doing? We're figuring it out. Second season was like, okay, we found a platform. We found our
Right.
place. Let's go. Let's
Right.
move it. This season is like, no, let's make the visuals.
Yeah,
I'm really
yeah.
aiming to look like Vice
Right,
Channel. Like,
right.
you know what I mean? So that the edits, the cuts,
You're on your
everything.
way, man.
Hey, I appreciate it, you know.
Yeah, man.
But again, we're just trying to do something good for the city. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? We're trying to make sure we have good entertainment for you guys as well, so
Right.
that when you guys watch something, it's not just
Right.
You know, it's more to it.
I think you're doing a great job, man.
Appreciate
I've
you, man.
seen so many of the episodes. You've come by my place. You shot a couple of episodes.
Yeah, we did.
Shout out Kid Ghost. You shot the Kid Ghost
Yeah, we did.
episode there. You shot the Live Mics episode there.
Crazy. We had a blast that
Yeah,
day.
we had a blast with that, man.
We
And,
got food. we
Yeah,
got drink,
yeah,
we-
yeah. And towards the end, I know you had to edit a little bit out. You know what I mean? We was wilding.
We was wilding.
It was all good though.
But
That's
you
all
know, you
love.
know,
That's
you
how
know,
we
when
do.
you're having a good
That's how we
time.
do.
Yeah.
But man, just talk about where you see the podcast in the next 2, 3 years, 5 years.
Well, my projective, I mean, respectfully, the city has been showing us a lot of love back. So
Right.
this year has been a lot less legwork than previous years.
Yeah.
Other years we were really like outside, like campaigning, like yo, check it
Yeah.
out, check it out, check it out, trying to get guests. This year we're more booked every week, every month, to where people want to be on the show.
Right.
So in the next couple of years, hopefully, like this year, we were nominated for best podcast last year for Central Valley.
Central
Music
Valley.
Awards.
Shout out
Music
Central
Awards. And shout out to Diego Red, who actually took it home.
Oh, okay.
That's my guy. His podcast is amazing.
Wow.
But this year I'm coming for you. This
let's
year
go.
is our year. We're gonna win it this year.
Let's go.
As the best podcast because of the fact that we're gonna cover so much. We're gonna detail so much. We're gonna be so involved with the city and being involved with everything that's going on. Culturally, musically, you know, events. We're at Porch Fest this year. Shout out to Porch Fest for inviting us.
And we'll be out here for Porch Fest also.
Oh, word. Okay, yeah. And then, but yeah, in the next couple of years, I just kind of see us going into that platform of being, like I said, Vice channel, where we have the opportunity to do the behind the scenes. Those intricate.
You mentioned
interviews.
Vice, and that's like the vision, like you said. I asked you about the vision.
And then, like we got a couple of people on deck that we want to have. We got people waiting to, that already said they're gonna want to do the show, but they're waiting. And then we have potential guests. So in the next 2 years, hopefully, we are that platform in Fresno that,
Yeah, that was my next question. Are you going to stay local? Does this thing going to move out?
We're going to expand to the 209. We're going to expand to the Bay Area, LA area. But there's centralized right now in Fresno because of the fact that there's so much to highlight here. And there's a lot of people that deserve the attention and the notoriety. So there's a lot to do here. But at the same time, again, I live in the Atwater area now. So yeah, getting out there, getting the 209 area plugged in and all that shit. Yeah, we're definitely trying to do that. But again, everything flows how it flows. You know what I mean? Nothing's going to be pushed. We're not going to try to do extra. It's just as it comes. Luckily, we had the opportunity to have it grow in the last year. So I'm kind of growing with it. You know what I mean, realizing how much influence we're starting to have, how many followers we're starting to have, and also how many eyes and ears we have the attention of. And so with that, I want to keep continuing with the hot spot, making sure that grows and maybe get involved with a couple of more things. We also have a second podcast. So we're doing it's 559 Somewhere, where we interview brewing houses.
559 Somewhere.
Like
be on the lookout. You already know. You already know.
It's already lit. The first episode with Spokeezy was shot. We got Full Circle coming up. We got House of Pendragon. And we got Procreations that we're going to shoot for season 1. We're going to shoot 4 or 5 of them at once and then drop the whole season so you can watch that.
I'll be on the lookout for that.
It's a different vibe, but it's more like, trying out different sections of what the Fresno brewing section is. Meeting the brewers. And really, for me, what was the hit and miss? what was that bullshit that you made? Where was the fucking trash?
Yo, we're going to be back, man, with my boy Science. We'll be back with more. Because, I think you got to go handle some business right now.
Oh, for sure.
All right, so we'll be back, y'all. All right, we'll be back. Peace.
At Ben Smoking Barbecue, you can get a cloud chip, a Bravinator burrito, violin on fire, the handful sandwich, the Dickie, the Mackie. Wait, where you going? I'm going to Ben Smoking Barbecue. You're making me hungry. Yo, it's live mic at Ben Smoking Barbecue. It's showcase Saturdays, and this is what you ought to do. Bring your family and get you a plate, and you better hurry up, yo, before it's too late. We got pounds of brisket, tri-tips and ribs, a little entertainment for you and your kids. We got special guests and merch for sale, the best barbecue in town. Damn, it ain't hard to tell. It's Ben Smoking Barbecue. I'm going that away. It's live mics hosting the showcase Saturday. It's Ben Smoking Barbecue. I'm going that away. It's live mics hosting the showcase Saturday. It's Ben Smoking Barbecue. I'm going that away. It's live mics hosting the showcase Saturday.
Yeah, some Bernardo bombs with the bacon and the Candyman sauce. 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 Oh, let's go, let's go.
There you go. The advancement of the fucking live mics episode.
Hey, what
just
it do,
happened.
y'all? What it do? We back from a commercial break. My dude had to go move the car before his car got impounded.
Shit, they were gonna lock me in.
Yeah,
the
it was
fucking,
about to take your hoopty, man. So we can't have that.
Check. Hey, turn me up just a little bit.
Turn you up just a little.
Just a little bit. Yes, sir. There we go. All right, cool. Yeah. So we did some upgrades. Make sure the audio came in perfectly for you guys. So we did a little adjustments. I'm a sound engineer by trade. So anything that I can do to help. I have a media company called EMRG3 Media. So I'm glad I could help on that. I was seeing you with the one track, and I was like, yo, my guy, we might want to separate that just to have control of voices because we don't bleed over each other too. You can separate. You know what I mean, where everybody.
No, it makes complete sense.
Hey, today we made a progression.
We made a progression. That's what this is all about.
That's what I'm talking about. Hey, sorry about the left hand, but yeah.
No, it's all good. It's all good. But yeah, man, we was talking about the world famous Do Work podcast.
Yeah.
All the work you've done with that, all the good work you've been doing
thank you.
in the community. I just want to know, you know, what is it? You know, are you gonna branch out into other fields outside of podcasting? After, you know, you might lose the podcast bug, and then all of a sudden you might want to start, getting into some real estate, maybe some,
Hey, I'm open to anything. I'm open to anything. Right now, I'm accepting
what else is
opportunities.
Scientifixx going on in that brain?
I've already tapped into a bunch of fields. I've done culinary. I've done visuals.
Right.
I've done,
That's what I mean. As far as food.
Yeah. So in general,
video.
I mean, really, honestly, I could say that any opportunity that's brought to us or brought to the table of the podcast, I'm so for. Everything is open and received with an open mind and open heart. But I couldn't say because again, like we're in season 3 right now. We're finding our footing in what the podcast is in this season. But
this is the season where it's kind
of. But again, I couldn't say what I could be next year because last year I didn't even know we were going to be here.
What about?
I had a perspective, but I mean it wasn't like I knew. You know what I mean? Type shit. So
you ever think about a co-host? And I'm not talking about myself.
Yeah,
not
you
at
are.
all.
Yeah, you are.
Hell no.
Yeah, you are. Yeah, we talked about it.
We talked about it, but that's not what I'm talking about.
We gonna do something though. But yeah, no, I mean, honestly, yeah, it's. I'm
just going to be a female, anything like that.
If collaborations work in a certain sense, then yeah, totally. I'm open for anything.
Yeah.
Like anything that's going to help the show grow, anything that helps more entertainment, anything that makes the fans appreciate more of what we do, then yeah, I'm totally for it.
Tell people where they can follow you again.
Oh, so if you follow us at TWP DWF,
right?
It's. Did I say that right? Yeah. TWP DWF. Yeah.
TW.
I'm all lost on my own show. I don't even know what the fuck I gotta look at the sticker.
Hey, that's a crazy acronym, man.
TWF DWP. That was weird. I said it all wrong.
Do work.
The world famous Do Work podcast.
But
these letters right here. If you Google us, if you go on IG, you go to Instagram, you go to Facebook, Twitter, TikTok, YouTube, any of the platforms that stream podcasts, you'll find the world famous Do Work podcast. Yeah.
Well, shoot, man. I'm enjoying talking, about stuff you got going.
Yeah. Hey, let me just switch the track real quick.
No, go ahead.
So switch it up on you. So I'm gonna interview real quick. So like being on here, how does it feel like in the first season of this being like a consistency? Because I remember when it was like you did pilot shows for it, you kind of gave it a feature, figure out how the fan base is gonna respond. But how are you liking the response?
Really, so this Showcase Saturdays is a little bit different from what I had planned for the Live Mics podcast show, which I shoot from my bar, as you'll see in there. Mm-hmm. You've seen that before where we shoot over there. But what I had planned here it was less for me. It was more to give back, to the community, because I just know that there's so many artists out there that don't have a platform like this that want to sit and talk about their brand, what style of music that they do, and all that stuff. And I just think that's what brings the music community together. And so I'm not sure if this is what I envisioned it yet. You know what I mean? I'm still working on that. You know what I mean? And
that's the beauty of podcasting. Like,
right.
You don't really know what the fuck you're making. Like you're making it, and you have a recipe, but that recipe ain't gonna come out that way.
Yeah, and so like I said, I got I invested in this tent, and I just felt like I need to give back. I'm not gonna. It's not that I'm not gonna use it for my own gain, but if I could use it, for other people to come and get on, like yourself, people like yourself.
Totally, yeah.
If you saw the Dr. Ink interview, you know what I mean? Shout out to Dr. Ink.
He was on the podcast as well.
I want to get, people behind the microphone, get a video camera in front of their face so they can tell their story, you know what I mean? Because I feel like Fresno has so many people that need to tell their story, and we all need to be giving each other the platform, share our platforms. Because multiple platforms is what's gonna eventually get us all to where we're trying to get to go. Like, as far as the exposure that we're trying to get.
Because there's artist-based platforms, and then there's like mine is which like a business, artists and entrepreneurs. But like we need to have those stories because there may be a different story they tell you than they told me. And there might be a different story than they told the next podcast. You know what I mean? But in that sense of digging into the Fresno culture, like it's great that you have developed a voice in general. I
feel like there's a lot of people that we all don't do the same kind of music here in Fresno. We got so many different types of, even we all call it hip hop, but we have so many different versions of it in Fresno.
Yeah, everybody's influences are different.
Everybody's influences are so different, and that's up and down Cali.
Yeah.
You goes from your West Coast street stuff to your hieroglyphics and all your
you go underground backpack shit, or maybe you're a Sibo and Brother Lynch fan.
That's
or
what
like,
I mean.
like
so
strange
just
music
so
type
many
shit.
so many different genres that I wanna hear about it. I wanna hear your story. I wanna sit you down and ask what you grew up on. And that makes me go back and think, damn, I slept on that. And so. That's hip hop. Hip hop is life.
Yeah, it really is.
You got to live it. You got to be out here. Out here, outside.
for real. Yeah.
Breathing the air of it because it's in the air. You know what I mean?
Again, like we were saying earlier, I came from a video shoot to do this interview, and then we got something else to do later on this tonight.
Around,
so
making moves.
If you tapped into the culture,
right.
And that's the thing is that this is giving a great platform, and my platform is the same way. Like I want to make sure that we do this. It's great that we got this cross of platforms because they're both kind of telling the same story, but my interview with them or my conversation with them is going to be different than the conversation with you.
Exactly.
And then my conversation with you right now is going to be different than everybody else. Exactly. So, but they're giving the honesty to everybody and seeing the different variations of characters that we have. Not to say characters, but as we speak,
characters in a
when you see them
play.
To you technically, you don't know them, but you hear their story and you hear the music. Yeah.
But I'm excited about the platform, because it's open for any genre. It's not even just hip hop.
Well, this shit's lit, bro. I'm telling you right now. Like
it's not even
when
just
we did it
hip-hop.
at your house, I was like, yo, this shit already sounds good. It feels good.
Right.
Like the setting, everything it rocks. And then now that you're outside and doing this on a regular basis, you are giving people a lot of like first timers or people that have already been around a second. It's their first interview,
right?
Because they didn't get to my platform yet. They didn't get to another platform yet, and that's great that you opened up the door for artists to actually speak that for them.
That's the goal of and we want to follow it up with performances. We want to give them a chance to sit down, be interviewed, sell their merchandise, and then when the business shuts down at 5-6 o'clock, that's when the stage comes out, and then the people come out, sit at the tables, and we'll be serving hopefully some refreshments and stuff like that at that time, and and they can get on the mic, they can rock their set, and
for the
they
people
can step
outside,
off,
and
so and shoot, we can keep doing interviews afterwards. They can come off the stage and hit
right to the
we
booth.
can just go live at nighttime or something like that,
And that's beautiful too, because that is like a lot of artists want to be able to do that.
Keep their brand smoking, just to keep it smoking.
You got to perform for a group of people, and then you got to do an interview afterwards.
Exactly.
I love that.
So
I love
just
that.
Trying to bring a new flavor to Fresno, man.
That's amazing. And again, like with like the same thing is like the envision is. Like what you asked me, I was like, I couldn't say what next year would be because I didn't know what last year was going to be,
right,
and I didn't know what this year was going to be, and I already see where it's going.
And like you said, that's podcasting.
Yeah, you don't know. Yeah, exactly. Your fan base might just pop up, and you just like all of a sudden you got like 50,000 followers, or the fact that the content that you're dropping gets more requests. Like, hey, do more of that. Can we get more of that? The comments are popping up in your YouTube.
Exactly.
And all that. But I mean, it's great that we are able to have a fan base to have an opinion. I think that's the greater part.
We got microphones, plug them in, set it up, and
a camera and a mic.
A camera and a mic, man. And so let's get our thoughts out there. Let's be passionate. And let's be inclusive. Let's bring people in and make it a family thing.
Yeah, totally. No, and it's great though because again, like I said, like your last year, this year, you were already trying to find the footing of this. I think you're there. But it's like when a baby starts to walk.
Oh yeah,
like
absolutely.
they're surprised that they're stepping. I got it.
That's it.
Yeah,
that's it.
Which is great because that's how I felt last season.
Right.
It really took the Otis, Reed, TA, BKR, and the Fee episodes. Those four that really made the podcast what it was. So shout out to all you guys for that. If you guys got the opportunity to hear their new music or any of their performances, you guys know they're amazing artists in the city. But it was those four that just brought the whole thing, the life. It breathed the life into it. and getting TA at that time,
Right.
you know, I mean, right when he
When he was-
just dropped King Timothy,
Right,
You know, Otis just dropped Godus,
Right.
The Fee just dropped the Fee album,
Right.
BKR just dropped the Underground Residency,
Yeah,
album.
the
And it was
Underground
like
Residency.
all of them within a month of
Wow.
like, and we got them on,
Wow.
and I was like, okay, now I found our footing,
Right.
and because prior to that I was kind of like on the fence, like I don't know if I want to keep doing
Yeah,
this. It
yeah.
makes sense, but it's not really like doing anything. Like
And
the
you just
fans
caught
don't-
that big wave of momentum.
There we go. You know what I mean?
And you
And then
never
we
looked back.
just started. We went off after that. It was Chef Rob, Kinsey Rose,
Right. Oh,
fucking
man.
you guys, you and the
Yeah,
Kid
the
Ghost,
Ghost,
and shout out to Hella Fresno and Super and Fly Y, who got us our largest numbers,
Wow.
3,000 views on
Wow.
Fly Y's episode. Shout out to
Amazing.
Fly Y,
Shout
top
out Fly
five,
Y.
top five, not five. You know what I mean? That guy.
Let's go.
And just all the guests that we had throughout the year.
Right.
We had Bird Stash. We had which are gonna drop two. We have 3 episodes actually that didn't drop in season 2.
Okay.
So they're gonna drop this season.
Nice.
It's Homer from MTMK, my boy John Holiday, and the 50th episode.
Okay.
The 50th episode with everybody on it. Like,
Right.
if you guys missed it, if you were there, you know. But if you missed it, it's gonna drop. It's just
I
crazy.
was there. I was in there somewhere, and then
Moving
I ended up
around.
vanishing. But yeah,
Yeah,
man, that
but-
place was.
And
was
if you
rocking that
didn't get a
night.
chance to see it, if you weren't there, go to the IG page for the World Famous Doer podcast.
Right.
It's pinned on it's the top 3
Nice.
videos, and you can
Nice.
just watch the whole show.
Be on the lookout for that.
But it will be an episode soon, so check
Okay.
that out.
Cool.
But yeah, so it was like we didn't know the footing. We didn't know what was going to happen. Like it just started to happen. And then when we found everything and like I said, the response of everybody giving us our flowers and
Yeah.
saying, oh my God, you guys are doing like
Right.
So now it's like, okay, now I kind of know our direction, but I really still couldn't say
Right.
where we're headed
Yeah.
because of the potential guests that we have and some of the clients that
Yeah.
guests are going to be on that could change the whole fucking dynamic of
Yeah.
everything.
Yeah.
Like
Absolutely.
the direction of something like, you know,
The
we're
more the artists you're getting on, like you said, it's gonna.
we're trying to get dire.
It's creating.
We're trying to get dire.
Well,
We're trying to get dire.
that's if you can get dire.
And the thing is, it's a conversation I think that a lot of people want to hear,
Right.
and people don't want to hear,
Yeah.
because they have an opinion about them. But I would like that opinion to be developed after that conversation, because then you can literally see me and him conversating, and you know me, I'm gonna
interesting.
open people up. I'm gonna make sure you're good with it, and we're gonna talk.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know,
yeah.
to me, it's just me and Jerry,
This is just me and you, man. We
Let's
just
chop
me
it
and
up.
Jerry.
Yeah.
We
But
just chopping
then
it up.
whatever happens after that conversation,
Right.
then people can predict and say or whatever. And it's also election year, so you know if our platform is able to
You're
help
on the
with
lookout for the interview with Jerry Dyer.
if we're
and
able
my
to
man
do that, if we're able to do
Scientifixx.
that before the November
You
election,
heard it here first. Showcase Saturdays.
Yeah. Exclusive.
Jerry
Bam,
Dyer.
bam, bam. Yeah, we out here working. We trying
Let's
to get
go.
stuff on, but we also, like I said, like trying to open up the doors for a lot of different artists,
Right.
avenues, and companies, but also other platforms. You know what I
Right.
mean? Like being able to network and pass over people and be like, hey, dude, we had the guest that came through. You might want to interview, or you know what I mean, or after they did yours, or
Right.
that type thing. So yeah, I couldn't say where it's going because I'm pretty sure you couldn't say where it was going because you didn't even know it was going to be this right now.
It's all about being opportunistic. You know,
And that's the beauty of podcasting. Like
Yeah.
you're really you're interviewing people.
you come up with some ideas and then
it's just content.
follow through.
It's all content. It's beautiful content.
It
too.
is. It
Shout out
is.
to you guys.
Shout
You know what
out.
I mean? Hey, if you guys know.
Showcase Saturdays, baby.
Showcase
you got your
Saturdays.
boy Live Mike's out here. I got Scientifixx here, host of the world famous Do Work podcast, guys. Get you some stickers, all right?
Yeah. Hit us up. We got them on decky. And if you see us through the
Hot
city,
spot.
if you see us through the city, hit me up. You know what I mean? Like you
go.
catch me in Tower, the Brewing District. I'm gonna have them on me. I'll pass them out to you.
Okay.
But you'll also see them up everywhere soon.
Yeah, you'll see the stickers
I'm
around.
vandalizing the city. I don't
That's
give a
it.
fuck. I'm
That's how it's Tower District
hey,
now.
we just talked about Jerry, and I'm
Right.
vandalizing
Now
the
we
city.
vandalizing the city.
I'm vandalizing the city. But it's also great advertisement for you guys to see that we really are out here. We really are in the
Right.
streets. We really are
Right.
doing our thing. yeah.
Absolutely. Fresno, California, y'all. Palm and Olive, Ben Smoking Barbecue.
Shit.
Showcase Saturdays.
I'm trying to eat.
Yeah, man. So before we get up out of here, anybody else you want to mention, send a shout out to, show some love to before you get up out of here?
Yeah, totally. Shout out to my partner, Bird Stash Media.
Uh-huh.
Shout out to my girl, Bumble 16 Soap Company. Check that out.
Nice.
Bumble16soapcompany.com. Junk in the Trunk, BBOs. Our sponsor, Full Circle. Shout out to you guys. Everybody in the staff is amazing.
Full Circle.
Shout out to my boy Ghost Bum, who in the building right now. He just pulled up with us.
Shout out Ghost. On the
Everybody who's
lowrider.
been supporting the podcast throughout the last 3 seasons, the last 3 years, real talk. I love you guys so much. I appreciate the support, and I appreciate everything you guys are doing. You for having me on the first time, my first outside the podcast interview,
right.
Where I'm not the host. So this is
I'm you know, it's my pleasure, man.
Hey, I appreciate it.
I'm blessed, man.
We were talking about it for a minute, so I'm glad it happened.
I'm glad I could have you out here, man.
Shout out to Ben Smoking for having us outside in the parking lot. Yo, we come outside to Ben Smoking, go get the fucking fire ass sandwiches that they have, any food that they have
before they close.
They really got that fire. And you know what? Shout out to you guys. Shout out to the fans of the Live Mic podcast. Shout out to everybody in Fresno. Shout out to everybody that's watching that isn't in Fresno. Shout out to you guys. I appreciate you guys for the love and support. And really, I mean, anybody who's doing their thing, I mean, get your ass up off the couch and do something, and you'll see the difference. And if you're doing that already, shout out to you.
Shout out to you. All right, all right. We're gonna shut her down. This is Live Mics. We signing out with my man Scientifixx, the host of the world famous Do Work podcast, y'all. And we are out of here. Peace.
Yeah.
Special request for this one. Live Mics, Fresno, California, stand up.
It's live, it's all the way live. We broadcasting live from the 559. It's live, it's all the way live from the city of no love. It's Fresno live. It's live, it's all the way live. We broadcasting live from the 559. It's live, it's all the way live from the city of no love. It's Fresno live. Look, ma, we made it with no A-lists or features in the streets. I'm known as Live Mics, dog. Nice to meet you to my Fresno niggas out.